Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. It's the Mississippi State Bulldogs and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Alongside Davis Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Talking to Coach Levy before the game, he has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. On the run, it's Clark. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
Yeah, so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all the stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Throwing Sellers. Now he's going to break the pocket. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. At the 35, he's open. Racing down the left side. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29. Mississippi State going up tempo.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call.
He'll take a shot. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
That is going to give that wide receiver nightmares, man. He was wide open. I don't know if there was a coverage bust on the back end, but that is a play that this dude needs to make.
The play action fake. Got it in the middle. It's Evans. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to Fluff. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Taylor wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. the defense bringing the heat.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to them early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than...
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up down the 32-yard line. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. It's caught.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Again, it's Sellers. That's reeled in. It's Bennett. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. In the red area, it's Clark. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Gets the back moving. Sellers. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
He might want another play. Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. To the end zone, and is picked off.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Running to Green. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. 1st and 10 from their own 17. Off play action. Slings it downfield. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He gets a block. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Looking for room. It's Clark. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Play fake, Sellers. Under fire. He'll pull it down. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And the Gamecocks want to move quickly.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football. And
caught, and he's got room. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Lost the defense, he's wide open. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Here's Sellers to throw. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. This time it's complete. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Goes to the option. Quick toss. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set. Throw to the right guy, so a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Taylor wants to throw it. Got a man, it's West. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. Quarterback gets the first down and more. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And this is why offenses tell you all the time, they want to keep it in third and short or third and medium like you had right here. They make you
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Handoff. Fluff Bothwell. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. 5 yards away from another third down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out to the right. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And it's right down the boulevard. The lead now 6 here in the second.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick. There he goes! He's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and we can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to string, and it gets a little bit more difficult.
The Bulldogs will hustle to the line. Taylor wants to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Out across the 25 to the 26, but needed a little bit more. It'll be 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for us. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
Touchdown, Bulldog! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense showing off a little diversity. being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Running inside is Clark. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Throwing Sellers. Under fire.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB, and this one put some pressure on them, and they're already off to a great start.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Throwing on the run. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time they'll crank it up from inside the red zone. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Taylor wants to throw it. Into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And run inside. It's Clark. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry up.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play.
Snatches it on the run. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. That's caught. It's Bennett. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Fires to the tight end. At the 20, he's got space. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Trying to run, it's Clark. Maybe a pickup of 2, and they'll stop him right there. And that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Sellers. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, South Carolina! Quick strike through the air for the score. Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab, it's Johnson. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. On the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Taylor wants to throw. Got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's Sellers to throw. Floating away. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got an open man. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. Mississippi State calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Gamecocks spin the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Throwing on the run. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We start with a look at Northern Illinois taking on the Arizona Wildcats.
The Gamecocks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Catching up with Coach Levy at the half, they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the 2nd half. Back to you.
All right, Holly. On 1st down, it's Bothwell again. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Mississippi State going up tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They'll give it to Fluff. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10.
Really nice run there, picking up the 1st down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Spins away from the defense. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Keeps looking downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play?
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Bulldog! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. Throwing, Sellers. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
He put some heat on that one down the middle.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive. And I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch him because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do because this passing attack has not been great.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field ready to get this drive cranked up. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. The corners are walked up tight. Off the play fake. With the catch, it's Johnson. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Here comes the option. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. Sellers. Finds his man.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Gamecocks in the hurry up.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
To throw, it's Sellers. Still looking, on the move. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. The Gamecocks are marching down the field. Might be calling a hot route. Here's Sellers to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in, it's Bennett. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the Bulldogs sideline, guys, the running back told me something to keep an eye on. It's just he's a little banged up and bruised up. Last week in that win, a lot of contact that he absorbed, and he said he's got to really fight through it here today. Not 100%, but I will let you know how it's going to the sidelines. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see how they adjust. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires quickly. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver comes in motion. Could not make his way to the corner. It's as if you're in goal in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. He stopped again. They tried to convert this short yardage with the running game and it had 0 success. It's 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Running inside, it's Clark. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Sellers. Dances away. And the defense forced the quarterback out of bounds before he could get rid of it. Had to take the loss. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Here's the pressure. Finds his big tight end. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Sellers. Finds his man. It's Bennett. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. As we head into the 4th quarter, both of these running backs have been able to get it done on the ground. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Clark. Breaks into the open. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. He'll pull it down and run. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that third and long. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Here's Sellers to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win it.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. Wide receiver going in motion. There's a crease. Past the 50. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown Bulldogs. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Throwing Sellers. Caught in the backfield, it's Tuggle. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Throws to the tight end. Got his man. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Sellers. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And this is really the story of the game. This offense has no chance in the passing game because they cannot protect the quarterback. All game long, he's been under duress. You got to give the defense a ton of credit.
He's moving out of the pocket. Pass is broken up downfield, and look who's there. The linebacker covering serious ground.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some 1st downs and march down the field.
Bringing the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for him.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Taylor wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They got the stop they needed. Now can the offense pay it off and tie this game up late? Running inside. It's Clark. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Sellers. Here's a heat. Swings it out to his running back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Quarterback may change this route. From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. Here's a throw downfield late. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Now adjusting. Crosses the 30. He gets it past the sticks. Slides to avoid the hit, and the drive stays alive with a 4th down conversion.
That is a momentum-shifting play by the quarterback. This home crowd, they are buzzing after that scramble on 4th down. Great job letting his God-given ability take over to pick up the first. They are still alive here late in the game.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Sellers on the play action. Going to try to get it himself. Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the 1st down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the 4th quarter, 1-possession games, QB drops back and makes these 1st downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident, not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. You saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself, man, it's been working for me so far. Every time I just tuck it, take off scrambling, something good seems to happen. So that's not going to stop. And I think moving forward, this defense has got to expect him to scramble more often.
The Gamecocks been the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Quarterback making adjustments. Here's Sellers to throw. Rushes on him. Hard running there.
And that's exactly what this defense is going to have to do late in this football game. They understand the situation. They're in the full 2-minute drill. They're playing pass, but understanding the quarterback can still run. Nice job playing pass, playing coverage first, protecting yourself, and then rallying to the football and getting the quarterback on the ground.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Fires toward the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So here they come. One last chance, and they've got to have a touchdown. Sellers to the air again. Pressure coming. Lets it go to the end zone. Incomplete into the end zone, but I think this offense is going to get nabbed for a penalty. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team